What's up, people? It's your boy D Raww, coming to you with another episode of the Houston Sports Connoisseurs podcast. Hey, don't forget to seek, listen, and learn to be a sports connoisseur just like me, your boy D Raww, the sports connoisseur. Today I got Corey and Trey on the podcast, so we finna do a triple banger.
People?
Yo.
Hey, glad to have you here, Trey, man. I'm looking forward to this one, man.
All right, so people, the things that we're going to be talking about today is, of course, the NFL, the update around the league, some NBA talk, what these Pistons are doing, and then we got to get into a little bit of boxing, some updates on baseball, and much more. First thing we're going to go ahead and cover is the NFL. Last week, me and Trey made some picks. I don't know how many of those picks actually stood true, but next season we're gonna start actually tracking, who we pick, and then we're gonna have a record to see who win at the end of the season.
Well, we know that's gonna be me. That's cool.
Yeah, we gonna do that.
Hey, but
Be highly confident.
We gotta do that.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, look, we used to do that when we was younger too. And whatever your home team is, you gotta pick them every week, regardless. So we all would have been straight on the 8-7 train.
That shit crazy.
So, the Rams, they was fighting to get into the playoffs. So is the Saints. They're fighting for control of their division, but the Saints lost 30-22. I expected the Saints to pull it off, especially knowing what they needed to do to take control of the NFC South. That was a fail on the Saints. Rams provided some good plays to put the Saints away and win 30-22 at home.
Man, that boy Puka Nacua has turned out to be the stolen gem of the draft.
Yeah, he's fifth round pick?
Yep.
From Ruffin School.
BYU.
Really?
Yes.
Because I don't know this man for real. That's why I'm I don't know too many Rams players.
Puka Nacua is probably third in the NFL in receiving yards. I want to say, I don't know about receptions, but receiving yards, he third in the NFL. We talking about a rookie doing this in his first season, and to go ahead and throw it out there, this dude ain't black, this dude ain't white, he's Native American or something of the sort, and he's doing it, and he's probably the first one to do it of his kind.
I thought it was
he about to break all kind of
He
records.
might be Samoan. But even then, you don't find Samoan receivers.
Nah, you really don't.
Hey, let me tell you something. This man actually has rejuvenated Matthew Stafford's career because he was almost out of there. And Cooper Kupp had all the injuries, so they really had nobody else to turn to. And when I tell you he showed up, bro, look at the last game. 9 receptions, 164. You got people who've been in the league 5-6 years that they never had 9 receptions, 164.
Shit, Titans need to find that type of look, but they ain't got no receivers.
Man, you said the Titans?
Titans, man.
Well, they got D-Hop.
Man,
D-Hop don't count.
D-Hop is a shell of himself, man.
Bro, D-Hop is not a shell of himself, bro.
Hey, look, D-Hop.
Come on, let's be
D-Hop, I love you, bro, but Will Levis can't get you the ball, bro.
That's the problem,
really
bro. That's what it is, bro.
That's what we said,
so D-Hop ain't he ain't a shell of himself. It's the quarterback, bro. It's the quarterback.
Let me tell you something. But D-Hop has been playing with shitty quarterbacks his whole career. The man played with Brian Hoyer. Right. He played, what's the other dude that came from the Broncos that y'all paid all that money to?
Osweiler?
Yeah, Brock Osweiler. I mean, his best quarterback was Deshaun Watson, and he didn't want to play with him again.
That's true. I give you that. I think he even played with Matt Schaub for a year. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
I think he did. I think he did, bro.
Schaub left right before he came.
All right.
He did play with Ryan Mallett though. See?
Rest in peace to Ryan Mallett.
I forgot.
I don't want to talk down on it.
I just said he played with Ryan Mallett.
You about to go in on Ryan,
man. Come on, man. Look, D-Hop, great route runner. His speed is not where it used to be. But the point is, he's a physical receiver, great route runner. The fact is he can't get separation anymore like he used to.
Well, look, what you got to say?
What I really think it is, I just don't think he feels that team. I don't think he feel the team. I don't think he really happy with being with the team.
Hey, I'll be honest, bro.
I think he just
Hey,
slacking.
when I was looking at the Texans play that boy, he didn't look like he was happy to be out there
Exactly.
in that Houston Oilers color. He looked like he wanted to be on the blue steel, steel blue side. He wanted
But
to be a
he
Texan
had a
again.
chance. But because look, I said that at the beginning. It's like, man, if D Hop comes back to Houston, that would be so great for him because he can really work with a rookie quarterback. He can actually believe in.
I think honestly, bro, I think he had a chance. He was out here working out and stuff, but I don't really think it was on D Hop. I think it was more on the Texans' part.
Yeah.
Of not adding him to the roster.
And I don't even know what he signed for. And, I don't want to say like the Texans was being cheap or whatever, but I don't know, man.
Well, look. The way I see it, man, he didn't have enough separation against the Seahawks. Derrick Henry, he actually put together a decent game, I guess. That's what, almost 20 carries, 88 yards, a TD. That was pretty rough. Like we was discussing earlier.
My boy is so much better than that.
Mike Vrabel and his offensive coordinator loves to just run Henry right into the ground. And once again, he was ran into the ground. They got the loss. Seahawks prevailed 20-17, and that's the conclusion on that.
Man, look, Derrick Henry works too hard in the off season to prepare to just for this style of play.
I don't think he want to be there either, bro.
No, I know he don't want to be there.
I can tell.
And it's not the fact that I feel like Derrick Henry still has. You might say I'm crazy for saying this. Based on his work ethic in the offseason, I swear he got like 3 or 4 more years in him. Even at 29.
Of course.
We
We all had that feeling
Like,
in
even
high school.
If he go to the right system, I promise to God he'll
We all
still
former football players been in high school. We all had that feeling to where like that school just didn't feel good to you, and your demeanor is down. You don't have that drive. But when you go somewhere else, you feel fresh. You want to show out. I feel like he done with the Titans.
Well,
He got his money. That's all he getting playing for now.
Derrick Henry already made it public that this is his last year with the Titans. They asked him about it, and he pretty much said, it being the end of his contract and stuff, he said he think his time up is up in Tennessee. So where will Derrick Henry go from here? I don't know, but it's a couple teams out there that could definitely use him. But I don't think nobody needs to use Derrick Henry in the capacity that the Titans are using him at this point in his career.
Not at all.
Falcons beat the Colts. That was a good thing for us AFC South fans. Nobody in here is a Colts fan, so that was a good thing for the Jags. Good thing for the Texans. Everybody's still tied for the number 1 spot. I guess that's bad for the Jags because y'all had a clear shot at everything, but
man, we on a 4-game losing streak.
Completely fucked that up.
Yeah, and Taylor Heineke, he went out there 229, 1 TD, and Desmond Ridder, I guess he just never gonna be the number 1 option because they just keep going back and forth about who's gonna be the starting QB.
And I feel like that's gonna be Arthur Smith's decline right there, because I feel like they had a chance to draft a quarterback, and yet you took Bijan. And now, don't get me wrong, I feel like Bijan is a great asset to the team, but at the same time, you don't utilize Kyle Pitts. You don't utilize Drake London. You don't have a quarterback. You took a gamble on Desmond Ridder, saying he can do it. So you gave him more running back help thinking, but you're not utilizing all the weapons. Y'all been drafting weapon after weapon, year after year. You never improved the defense. You never improved the O-line. You just drafting weapons, and you don't even have a quarterback to execute or utilize any of the weapons. You gotta go, bro.
I think, they really wanted to give Desmond Ridder a second chance and see what he was going to do because it's only year 2 for him. So I think the first year, he was just getting his feet wet. The second year, I thought they probably was expecting strides out of him. But as we could see, he not going to really be the number 1 answer for them. They're going to need another QB1.
Yeah. They might as well just go ahead and just try to find. Now, it's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out in this year's draft. Now, what fits that system in Atlanta? We don't know what the new regime is going to be like. Because if Arthur Smith comes back, I don't even really know what type of offense they ran. Because even when he was with the Titans as an offensive coordinator, you didn't really need strong quarterback play. You just needed the quarterback to really just manage the game clock and just let the running backs do all the work. But honestly, this might sound crazy. I feel like they don't even need a quarterback at this point. You can run with Tyler Heineke. You need some O-line You need some interior offensive linemen. They need a guard and they need a center.
Thinking Heineke isn't a bad option because he wasn't bad in Washington.
He wasn't.
And honestly, I thought they would have rolled with him in Washington because I feel like he gave them the opportunity to win many of games. So Heineke might be a good option for Atlanta moving forward. Also, let's look at the Lions and Vikings game. The Vikings are in a position where they could possibly make the playoffs still, even though they're 7-8. Lions have clinched their first division title in 30 years since 1993.
And the crazy part is, somebody said they haven't won a playoff game since 1991.
Wow. You know what? While we at it, this Mullins guy for Minnesota went out there and threw 411 yards, bro.
Yeah, but he threw 4 points.
Yeah, I'm not on 411 yards before the session. That shit don't matter to me. You can move on with that shit.
So, let me ask y'all this before we move on, because this is a great question. Because we were just talking about D-Hop and average quarterback play. Look at that. Average quarterback play for Justin Jefferson. Do you feel like his morale is at the point to where, like, hey, I don't want to be here anymore?
I think he there because just looking at how the season been up and down, I've been watching the Vikings and, a lot of times he seemed like he want to be there, then sometimes he don't. But then also, I think the other thing that really been hurting him this year is he's really been hurt like throughout the whole year. Like he been up and down.
But he's been hurt because if he step on that field, they gonna throw this man the ball 20 fucking times, and they expect him to catch the ball all 20 times. Even though they drafted somebody to help him out, they still gonna try to throw the ball to this man, whether he triple, quadruple. Hell, they have all 11 men coming chasing him down, and they still gonna try to throw the ball to this man.
Yeah. So hold up, Mullins started. What happened to Dobbs? Did he get hurt? Or he just had bad performances?
Hey, that boy need to go back to
Arizona?
Somewhere. He need to do rocket sciences or whatever the hell he do. Because the dude,
Vikings can pick up.
that boy was hot them 2 games. And then after that, it's been straight
The Vikings
down
can
here.
pick up Minshew if they want to. They need a quarterback. Hey, Minshew, he's showing he can be a starter. He's showing he can be a starter.
Nah, Minshew, let me tell you something. He is going to stay with the Colts, and let me tell you why. Because Anthony Richardson, we know he gonna start next year, but Anthony Richardson, it's gonna be like his rookie year all over again. He gotta learn when to throw and when to run. Right now, he just like to run.
But they're not gonna bench him though, if he fucking up. Not
Shit.
that early.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna bench him.
Gonna force the
shoulders, the knees, them hands, them feet, because he gonna get injured again. And they need insurance.
And if I was Minshew, knowing I'm a better quarterback, I want to start and give me my money. If not, I'm just on a different team because I know teams need a quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
No, but you gotta realize, it's gonna be a lot of quality backups gonna be in the portal. Let me tell you something. You got Matt Jones, that's a quality backup. You got Mitchell Trubisky. That's a quality backup.
He is not no quality backup,
why
bro.
You said that?
He is a quality backup.
He is not. Yeah, a quality third string backup.
Let me see. Who else? Because
Davis Mills.
Let me tell you something.
Davis Mills.
I would love to have Mitchell Trubisky right now. You know who we got to start on Sunday? Matt Barkley. That's an L. That's an L. The Jaguars got to start Matt Barkley.
Oh, he ain't playing?
No, Trevor Lawrence's shoulder's done.
I did not know that.
He done. He like this right now, man. He out of there.
Oh, yeah.
Shoulders tore
This
up.
is fun.
Hey, I didn't know about that either, bro. I thought Lawrence was gonna be out there starting full.
He gonna be out there. He gonna be out there watching. Getting beat. Hell, Zach Wilson is a quality backup for somebody.
Well, yeah, y'all lost 30-12 to the Buccaneers.
But hey,
Mayfield went on another big surge, 283 yards, 2 TDs. Mayfield's really turning his career around this year.
Hey, look, I would have never thought
that season around.
I can't even lie to you. Like everybody was talking about, oh, the Bucks this, the Bucks that. Oh, the Bucks not gonna be good. They might as well just try to like tank and just get a draft pick. Let me tell you something. Todd Bowles said, fuck the critics, fuck you, do your thing, and guess what? He's making it happen.
You know, I'm gonna say this one thing on that. The Bucks not an elite team, but they can beat anybody. If they want
They
to
wanted to
play anybody. If they come in there and play like they supposed to play, they can literally beat anybody.
The Bucks is really one of those any given Sunday teams. You really just don't know what to expect. They can come out, on fire and just be running around and just doing all kind of crazy stuff.
You got somebody like Mike Evans, and got a good quarterback. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that the Texans beat them. So that's one up. That's one up for us.
Hey, cause let me tell you something. Look, but see, that just goes to show you the type of poise that C.J. Stroud has. Because when you look at Trevor Lawrence in that game, he was throwing picks left and right. He looked rattled in the pocket. And then the crazy part is, I know he can scramble and try to make plays, but he just refuses to. And I don't like the fact that he doesn't slide.
Yeah,
and let me tell you something. That's the same problem I have with Anthony Richardson. He doesn't slide, and that's why he used to get hurt. Look at that game he played against y'all. He dived in the end zone like a wide receiver. And so what happened?
But he
left with a concussion.
Looking back at that game with Anthony Richardson when he was playing the Texans,
he was at the game.
Yeah, I think Richardson he was all in his head. He wasn't thinking, like you said, he think about running first instead of passing, and he seen that he had the ability to run, and he just took that to his full advantage, his athleticism. But then it actually just caught up with him real quick. He got a concussion in that game or something.
Yeah.
And then the next game he played, he got hurt again. Every game this dude played throughout the season, he got hurt.
He got hurt every game he played.
until he couldn't play no more, bro. So hopefully, like you said, coming into year 2, he going to be like a rookie all over again. But hopefully he kind of reinvent the way he make his decisions in the pocket.
Believe it or not, I actually don't want him to change the way he plays. But I want him to start reading the field before he takes off running. I don't want them to make him a pocket passer. I still want him to be elusive. But even Lamar Jackson had to learn, hey, I can't run on every play. Even though I want to.
But you see what the difference on that when I said Minshew should be the starter, because they was able to open up their whole system with Minshew. With Richardson, they couldn't do that. They was limited with plays and how they was gonna run it, because they know if he can't make it, he gonna run it. That's what got him hurt. I feel like Minshew give them a better chance of winning.
But is that always a bad thing, though? Is it? Yes. No, is it all? But look though, sometimes if the pocket collapses and you take off running, it's not really a bad thing. It's what you do when it's time to protect the football, because he does fumble and he doesn't protect himself at all.
I don't think Richardson knew that whole playbook like in Minshew.
Oh, I know he did.
That's why I said they were limited.
Trey, you knew damn well he didn't know the whole playbook. Because I'm talking about I can tell you exactly what he gonna do. As soon as he say hut, he gonna look here, look. Oh, I gotta run. Hey, look, I'm talking about he ain't wait for nothing. Develop nothing.
Before we wrap up this part of the episode, where do you think the Colts would have been if Richardson had started the whole season? Do you think they would still be like in competition like where they at right now with Minshew, or you think they would be better or worse?
That's a great question.
That is a good question, because I'm
gonna go with worse. I'm gonna say with the 87, I think they would probably be down by 3 more games if he was the starter.
I don't know, because I'm gonna tell you like this, because their coach is offensive minded, so I feel like with him not really knowing the playbook, I feel like he would have been on a shorter leash. So I feel like they still would have put Gardner Minshew in the game in certain aspects anyway. And to me, that's not good development for the quarterback, because it's like it makes you feel like you're frustrated with him because you keep taking me out, and I feel like I'm starting to get into a rhythm, and then I do something stupid. So now you're going to pull me out, put him in to finish the game, and then it's like, what lesson am I really learning here? Because you could have just told me that, and I could have went out there and executed the game different. Yeah. But yet you put Gardner Minshew in as if like I'm incapable of finishing the game. So I feel like it would have been like a power struggle. So I don't think they would have been 8-7. I probably would have said at least like 7-8, maybe 6-9.
I get him 6 games.
6 games?
Yeah.
I probably could see 6 games, but also I could probably see about 7. Only reason I say that is because some of them games, I think Richardson would have been able to use his athleticism to get maybe a win or two, and I think that would have made a difference. Or it could have hurt them, by his bad decision making. Because, like you said, does Richardson really know the playbook that well? Did he really sit out and really discover like what the options are that he had besides running?
But that's what my thing is on. I'm gonna say this last part on that. That's what my thing is. Now they drafted him. They have no choice but to use this man. Cause you can't just go and you'll trade him. You gonna fuck up your cap space now. You try to trade this young quarterback. And Minshew, you can give him up anyway. You can give him up easily and trade him. Probably it's gonna hurt to take less
That's why
away.
he bounced from team to team. Cause he was with the Eagles last year, and then now he with the Colts, and he probably gonna be on the move again this year. Mm-hmm. Is Jonathan Taylor playing?
I think he got hurt or something, bro.
Oh my god!
I don't know. I haven't heard too much about Jonathan Taylor.
Well, I don't know. It's hard to be a running back in the NFL.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I haven't heard about Jonathan Taylor shit since probably like week 10 or something, bro.
Man.
But look, let's talk about the Cowboys and Dolphins though, real quick.
Hey, that actually turned out to be a way better game than what
Dolphins got the win 22-20. Cowboys yet again fumbled a win on the road. They can't win on the road, but they can win at home every time. What are the Cowboys gonna do, bro? It seemed like right now they started out hot, and then they started fumbling a little bit. Can't win on the road, and then they clinch the playoffs. They're gonna get in the playoffs, and they're gonna lose in the first round. That's where the Cowboys are going to me right now.
To me, the Cowboys, I know this might sound real messed up, what I'm about to say. The Cowboys got to win the rest of their games, not even to prove to nobody else. They got to prove to themselves they can actually win. 'Cause I think they last 2 games on the road. They got to win both of these games. And I think they got some hard matchups. They got to play the Lions and...
They got the Lions at home. They playing the Lions at home.
That's what I'm saying. It's a road game. They got to win that.
No, the Cowboys... I'm sorry. The Cowboys are at home, and the Lions are
okay, away. I thought it was the other way around. I thought they was going to Detroit.
I'm gonna say this. Knowing I ain't no Cowboys fan, but I'm gonna give them credit what's due. I feel like the Cowboys could be any team in that field. They just gotta. I don't know. They got the weapons. They just gotta find the right places and make the right plays in order to win. They can beat anybody.
They gotta get out of their own.
I don't think they gonna lose in the first round. I give it second round at least, but first round it's probably gonna be a struggle.
I told you this. I actually have the Cowboys made it to the NFC Championship game, but the thing is, can they truly beat the 49ers?
Well,
because the 49ers live in their head rent free.
Cowboys can't beat the 49ers because the Cowboys can't stop the run. And that's why they lose.
But this game right here, this is a real statement game because all Detroit does is run. If they can make Jared Goff pass the ball, because he interception prone. If they can make him pass the ball, because if not, hey, Jamar Gibbs and they finna.
Since we speaking of the 49ers and I'm going back. We're gonna reference back on Dallas on this. So yeah, Dallas can't stop the run. But the 49ers got exposed by the Ravens by putting that pressure on Purdy.
On Purdy.
They did.
And that can give Dallas a good chance by winning. Like I said, Dallas can be the only team that's in front of Dallas really is the Niners. If you really look at the NFC, it ain't really too many teams that can really get that way.
The Eagles. But see,
but you gotta realize though, if they know that's my weakness by putting pressure on Brock Purdy, everybody knows that. That's how the Eagles won last year. The main thing is you got to realize the Cowboys don't really have that much pass rush outside of Micah Parsons.
Well, they got man, what's his name on the other end, bro? I can't think of his name right now.
I know who you're talking about too. Not Randy Gregory, but the other one. What's his name?
Number 90.
It's like Lawrence, right?
Yeah, Lawrence. I think. Well, anyway, people. Whoever
that's how you know we're not Cowboys fans. We don't know these people. We only know Michael
whoever he is. The way I see it, bro, the Cowboys they really missing the man in the middle, the Mike linebacker. 55. 55.
Van Der Esch, he got hurt.
Yeah, Van Der Esch. They really missing him because he calls the defense well when he's out there. And right now he seems like he's just the next Sean Lee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, two great running backs, both injury prone.
Linebackers.
But
two linebackers.
My last thing on Dallas is, to be honest, Dallas ain't shit without CeeDee Lamb. He get hurt, they fall. Plain and simple.
Yeah, because he making Dak look great. He got Dak looking like an MVP
best CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, that's best year.
But we know who's the MVP now. I was gonna say Brock Purdy, but after that game on Monday,
Lamar
it's going
Jackson.
straight to Lamar Jackson.
Well, 33-19 victory for the Ravens. They beat the 49ers. Purdy get exposed for interceptions. Everybody is questioning if Purdy is really that good or is he in the elite discussion at this point. There's a lot of players, out there going back and forth with the banner, talking about Purdy is a great quarterback and the NFL need to be watching, which in some ways I kind of agree. He just might have had a bad game.
I feel like he's still a good quarterback. He
that
had a
dude
bad
is
game.
straight up systematic.
There ain't nothing wrong with that either. Ain't nothing wrong with being a systematic quarterback. I still feel like he's a great quarterback.
Now,
I feel like he's still a good quarterback.
The real question is, I'm gonna tell you if we go. This is how you know for sure if it's just a system. Week 17, when the 49ers put in, what's the backup for them? The one that see Ghost. The one that.
That's not Matt Barkley. What's the other dude? Dude that came from USC.
Yeah, he came from USC, and he played for the Panthers too. He played for the Jets and the Panthers, and he was on the field one time against the Patriots. Somebody he was seeing ghosts. That's why he threw the 4 interceptions.
No, they're not putting him in, bro.
No, he not. Brock Purdy's not playing week 17 because if they already have the number 1 seed locked up, there's no reason for him to play. So they're gonna put him in because they're not playing none of their starters. Nah. They put him in.
Okay, we'll see.
So if he go out there and have a decent game,
I don't know if they're gonna have it locked up though, because them and the Eagles 11-4. I know they played each other, but all it takes is one team to lose.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the 49ers got to win out in order to secure it.
Yeah. Last thing, Raiders Chiefs. Raiders won 20-14. Mahomes looked very suspect once again at home.
Let me tell you something. I guarantee you, and I hate talking about the Chiefs, but I guarantee you, the whole off season will be spent talking about the Chiefs and why they don't have certain receivers. Where was the defense? Where's the secondary? What's going on with Patrick Mahomes? Was Eric Bieniemy the answer? Should Andy Reid step down? We're gonna hear this shit all off season if they don't make the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, he went up the mountain. Now he's tumbling down.
Who?
Mahomes.
Nah, it ain't. Believe it or not, it ain't Mahomes. It's just everything around him outside of Kelsey.
Oh, a part of it is Kelsey too. And I'll be honest, bro. Kelsey ain't been the same since he got with Taylor Swift. He ain't been the same since he got with Taylor Swift, bro. It's the truth. You can go look at his stats. Matter of fact, we're gonna say that for another episode. Taylor Swift, Kelsey
this boy say
versus
Taylor Swift
married black woman Kelsey. We're gonna see. We're gonna compare the stats. That's a good discussion. But Texans lost to the Cleveland Browns 36-22. Highly disappointed in how the Texans played from the start of the game. I had called it though. When we was talking about it last time, Trey, I said that Joe Flacco was going to go out there and put up some big numbers because if you look at the Texans over this season, every time they play a mediocre quarterback, I said mediocre for Joe Flacco, they always...
The man is 37 years old and he just got off a couch a month ago. You can say he's mediocre.
Well, he's been mediocre throughout his career, to be honest. He just always had the right players around him.
That boy in the playoffs, though. That boy a beast. That boy like Eli. That boy get that slow face.
Hey, he do.
Boy get to throwing that, slinging that rock, man.
He's slinging the rock against the Texans too. Even though he threw 2 interceptions.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Every time the Texans defense steps up, the offense never bails them out when they need it. I know that be killing them.
Who?
The Texans. Anytime the defense steps up, get turnovers and make plays, the offense never gets in the right position to really just put a drive to.
Well,
I felt like Mills had a better chance of winning this game.
No, he
I
did.
said it from the beginning before the Titans game, and I don't know why we even put Keenum in there.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, they went with Case Keenum because he can make decisions faster than Mills can.
Man, fuck no.
He's a faster decision maker.
Davis Mills is pretty smart.
He came from Stanford too, bro.
They ain't got nothing to do with playing quarterback,
You
bro.
gotta be smart as hell to go to Stanford.
He
Look
still played 2 years in the NFL with nothing and still put up numbers. You forgot this man put 40 points last year on the Buffalo Bills with a team we ain't really had, with nobody we really had.
Look,
4 or 5 touchdowns.
Look, I had said that if you wanna put the 2 and 2 together, Case Keenum and Mills, and compare the two, Mills had a bigger chance of having a bigger game. You know what I'm saying? Just at the point in his career, he's younger. His arm is better at this point versus Case Keenum. Case Keenum got a noodle arm at this point in his career. And also, you look at
Mills had bad coaching his first 2 years.
Exactly. But
like, honestly, I feel like he's developing at the same rate CJ Stroud is. And at this point, you should go with Davis Mills because he's in a better coaching system. He's in a better system as far as like Bobby Slowick, like working with him hands on. Like, I know if CJ come back
in there, bro. He was just thrown in there.
That's the main reason why he stayed, because he could have left.
All right, we can go back and forth about Davis Mills versus Case Keenum all day. At the end of the day, Case Keenum beat the Titans. That's all that matters. He got the dub.
Yeah, but he got your ass whooped against the Browns.
Was that really all Case Keenum's fault?
No awareness. When I see this man play 2 games, he look at one man the whole time. His eyes don't wander the field. He look at one person the whole time. That's why everybody, other receivers were not getting open.
Bro, so we're not going to talk about all the pressure that the offensive line allowed to get to Case Keenum, because the defense that Davis Mills was facing when he came into the game, when it was already like 28-7 or something like that, it was over at that point. And he came in, he made some stuff happen. He did. Granted, but I also said when the second half started, I said I'll probably put Mills out there, see what he could do, because at this point, what do you really have to lose? Case Keenum, bro, was facing pressure all day, but at the same time, the coaches didn't do him no justice by calling little short ass little screenplays back and forth, back to back. They should have been calling something that he could use to really get the ball down the field, and then they could, work their way down the field by running and throwing like short slants here and there instead of little screens.
His feet work is trash. It's just like back in the days when he first came with Houston, and we called him the Cincinnati Killer. In that Cincinnati game when we played against not Cincinnati. Yeah, matter of fact, it was Cincinnati when they was like 8-0 to play, 8-0 to lead. We had with who got hurt when Case Keenum stepped in. This is about 2014 around DeAndre Hopkins first at his first 1,000-yard receiving year.
Probably
it had to be Brian Hoyer. Huh?
Yeah, Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, it was somebody got hurt. Case Keenum stepped in, and he didn't have no more than less than 200 yards passing and a touchdown. He ain't never been that type of quarterback. Never.
Well, I ain't gonna say never, because I done seen Case Keenum make some amazing plays at the college level and NFL.
And don't forget, this man is the one responsible for the Minnesota Miracle.
Minnesota Miracle, but we talking about had this man been doing this every year since he been there? No.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
But I can't say has Davis Mills been doing something every year since he been in the NFL? No, he hasn't. So
coaching. What you mean? Third round pick. First played 1 year in college.
That can all be
since that. A lot of improvement.
That's all opinionated, my boy.
You just a Cougar fan. You gonna go?
I didn't see Case Keenum throw 10 touchdowns in a game before, bro.
It's all opinionated, bro.
Hey.
Davis Mills, he's a solid quarterback, but if they really felt that Davis Mills was going to be that good, how you kind of hype him up, bro, we wouldn't need CJ Stroud. But at the same time, if he was as good as we believe him to be, they wouldn't have put the third string quarterback in over him when he's supposed to be second string. And I think that right there, bro, is the conclusion as to where the Texans are with Davis Mills and Case Keenum. But I'm happy to say that C.J. Stroud will be returning for the next game against the Titans. But Texans lost their game. Jaguars lost their game. Colts lost their game. And the Texans still sit at the same little spot, tied for first in the AFC South. And that's what's the good on that.
It's pick'em time, people. Let's go.
Looking at week 17, you got Saturday night, Dallas and Detroit. I'm riding with Dallas because they at home. What y'all doing?
Believe it or not, you said they weak against the run. Honestly, Dallas can't even afford to lose this game. They need to come out. This need to be a statement game for them. They actually got to beat the shit out of the Lions. But if they can't stop the run game, that's all they known for. That's going to open up little out routes for the Sam Laporta, the tight end. If they can get Jared Goff to create any type of turnovers, they can win.
Okay. Trey, who you pick?
I'm going Detroit.
Detroit. All right. One thing I will say is if Dallas win this game, they pretty much will be tied with everybody for 11 wins. So Dallas is still in kind of control of where they can be seated at in the playoffs.
Now, they're going to be a wild card. They not, but are they going to have, not, if they let the Eagles win the division, they out in the first
That's what
round.
I'm saying. Eagles got 11 wins. Dallas can get 11. If Eagles lose this week, Dallas got a shot. But I highly doubt they lose to the Arizona Cardinals, as the Eagles are favored 12 points at home, and I'm going to ride with the Eagles on that one.
Yeah, everybody and their mama riding with the Eagles on that one. No, you know what? You know what's crazy though? I feel like the Cardinals gonna give him a hard time. Kyler Murray's been playing actually very good since he's been back.
Yeah,
I know he kind of mad that that they ain't winning shit, but he's been playing like really good.
Yeah, we'll see.
Cardinals or Eagles? Oh, I'm going Eagles, man. You already know. Cardinals not doing that. Cardinals ain't never been like that.
All right. Colts and Raiders play each other this week. Colts favored at home by 3.5. I'm riding with the Raiders.
I'm riding with the Raiders too. Hey, let me
Not
tell you
because
something.
I want Houston to win. I mean,
I feel like
I just feel like Raiders still have a chance to win.
Antonio Pierce has done like a great amount of like culture and just establishing the fact that hey, I don't even know the name of their quarterback, bro. We already know Jimmy Garoppolo one and done. That was a bad experiment. Josh McDaniels was a bad experiment. But Antonio Pierce found a way to get that locker room back together. All right, we're going to see Max Crosby smoking another cigar this weekend.
All right. Atlanta and Chicago go heads up. Chicago at home favored by 3 points. What you think? Chicago pulling it off or Atlanta going to get that dub that they need?
Man, that's like a weird matchup.
I'm taking Chicago on that.
Because it's like, I know Justin Fields can do it because Atlanta defense is trash. But it's like, Chicago spent all that money and only won 6 games. I kind of feel bad for them. I'm going to go with Chicago, though. I don't believe in Atlanta like that.
I'm riding with Chicago, too. New Orleans and Buccaneers. Buccaneers at home fighting for the division as well.
Buccaneers finna whoop their ass.
And I'm actually riding with New Orleans on this one. I think New Orleans is really gonna have what it takes to beat the Buccaneers this week.
I'm going Buccaneers.
San Francisco and Washington. San Francisco gonna get that dub. That should be an easy one for San Francisco on the road. Corey, you got?
Hey, Chase Young finna get some revenge. My boy finna be hitting Sam Howell, Jacoby Brissett, whoever they put out there.
Did San Francisco already clinch the division?
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
They division, yes, but they playing for home field.
Yeah, they playing for home field at this point.
They still got to compete with the Eagles. They still got to compete with the Cowboys and the Lions.
Yeah, and the Lions.
Everybody 11-4. They got to go out there.
Except the Cowboys. Yep.
They got to put their mud stompers on.
Okay, I'm still gonna ride with San Francisco regardless.
All right, Miami and Baltimore. That's gonna be a good one. And this one, man, it's gonna be tough. But to be honest, bro,
nah, it's not gonna be tough. Let me tell you something. We giving Miami all this praise because they beat Dallas. They beat a team that's They don't really step up to the plate. The Dolphins, that's the only team against a team that was actually good this year. Hey, the Dolphins going to get their ass whooped.
You really think so?
They get their ass whooped against the Ravens. Because once the Ravens win this game, they don't have to play for everybody else can sit down.
You're right. I mean, the Ravens, they got 12 wins right now. They beat the Dolphins. They'll be 13, and not only not only that, it'll be a statement.
Yeah, they clinching the whole AFC, and they get all the games at home too. Yeah, Lamar. Hey, they going back to the Super Bowl, bro. It's gonna be a rematch.
You think Lamar Jackson gonna take the Ravens to the Super Bowl?
Yup. This is his best chance.
Yeah. All right, we gonna see. We gonna see about that. I'm not sure.
Who you got coming out the AFC?
I don't know, bro.
I know you ain't got Jake Browning coming out there though. Trash. Let me see who else. Let's see who else. Kansas City. Oh no, I don't. I'm not believing in Patrick Mahomes, boy. He don't have nobody to catch the ball unless he throwing that bitch to himself. They out there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see Kansas City coming out of AFC going to the Super Bowl this year.
The Bengals, they don't have Joe Burrow. They not gonna make it.
I think it's gonna be a sleeper team. I think the Ravens gonna be in the AFC Championship, but I think it's gonna be a sleeper team that's gonna get to the Super Bowl out the AFC.
Hey, the only sleeper team I can see getting there is the Dolphins. But the Dolphins gotta have some type of defense.
I don't even sleeper team. They got Rondo and Tyreek Hill. That doesn't count as a sleeper
I don't think it's gonna be the Dolphins or the Ravens.
Mostert hurt.
Oh, he hurt now?
Yeah, he hurt.
I don't think it's gonna be the Dolphins or the Ravens, but the Ravens. I mean, we look at everything on paper. They got
You don't think it's gonna be the Dolphins? Oh my God, this team is really sleep. Who the hell is you talking about?
The Texans. Nah, bro. I don't know, bro. Texans ain't gonna know Super Bowl.
Hey,
realistically.
But let me tell you something though.
If it was a Texans,
if they get into the playoffs, I wouldn't want to play them in the first round though. I would not want to play the Texans in the first round.
I feel like everybody's that way.
The Texans gonna be too fucking hype. I would not want to play them in the first round. Fuck all the bullshit. I don't give a damn what team it is. I would not want to play them in the first round.
the Bills have a shot at the Super Bowl, and I think that's the sleeper team. That's the team that's been, they started out bad, but now they steamrolling, and we know what they got on defense. That front line is devastating.
Man,
they got a good quarterback. They got some receivers. Run game look good. The Bills really has a shot at going to the Super Bowl, and the Bills is a team you don't want to play in the first round.
I can see, but they've been having a lot of injuries on defense for me, man. Because I think Poyer was hurt.
You know what? And look,
Tre'Davious White always.
And to be honest, I haven't even mentioned Cleveland, but eventually somebody gonna get to Joe Flacco.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you really think about it, Cleveland defense been carrying them all year.
Yeah.
Because right now, Myles Garrett is like another version of fucking Aaron Donald. Just something just massive that you can't stop. But the Ravens, man, look. You know our boy Clowney been having a good ass year. I'm telling you, I don't feel like nobody's going to beat the Ravens. I feel like it's going to be Ravens and 49ers again. And now, if Brock Purdy, if he really is exposed the way he's supposed to be, then I might say that. But it's gonna be 49ers and Eagles in the NFC, and I feel like it's gonna be Dolphins and Ravens in the AFC in the finals.
Yeah. All right. We'll see. All right. Last game, last prediction: Cincinnati and Kansas City. Who you got? Kansas City at home. Bengals on the road. Jake Browning playing decent football. Mahomes not really looking all that good right now. But look, Jamar Chase says nobody on that defense can hold him, on that Kansas City defense. He say they don't have no superstars on that defense, and nobody can hold him. They'll have to double him, and he's gonna cook them up on Sunday evening.
But do the Bengals have an offensive line good enough for Jake Browning to get the ball downfield like that?
Yeah. They've been doing it, bro. Honestly, I feel like the Bengals haven't really missed a beat since Jake Browning came in. I think they would have been right here in the same spot right now if Burrow was playing right now today. Because the problems that they have is not really the quarterback right now. It's other things beyond that.
Yeah, because Joe Mixon's slowing down. They don't have no backup. They don't have no complimentary running back. You already know T. Higgins and Jamar Chase are always going to get there. You still got Tyler Boyd. Tight end wise, I don't really know that tight end. Bless you. But, hey, I got to give a lot of credit to Cincinnati coach. Hey, he doing a lot with a whole lot less than what you would expect.
I'm going Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking Cincinnati.
Hey, but I ain't going to lie to you, though. I'm going with the Chiefs because they need this win way more than the Bengals do.
Do they?
They need this win.
Do they though?
The Chiefs need this win, bro.
I don't know, bro.
The Chiefs getting humble right now.
I'm happy about that too.
But I feel like just for the sake of that locker room, because I feel like some fights finna break out in that bitch. They need that win.
All right. Well, Russell Wilson is getting benched.
Whoa, that's trash, bro. I'm not even a Broncos fan, but that's trash. That man been having a good season, bro.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. I feel like they need somebody to blame. And
But look, Russell Wilson is on par for what Mahomes is doing. Like currently, Wilson has 3,070 yards passing, 26 TDs, 8 interceptions, and a 98 passing rating. And you look at Mahomes got 3,900 yards passing, 26 TDs, and 14 interceptions with a 91.7 passing rating.
Damn, 14 interceptions.
Yeah. And you going to bench that? You going to really bench that? Wilson's actually playing better than Mahomes with less yards passing.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what it is.
And a higher rating.
Sean Payton does not like Russell Wilson. That's all it boils down to. Because I feel like he think he getting the Russell Wilson of like 5 years ago. Nah, bro. You getting a 35-year-old man who on a $245 million contract.
But even then, like, the way I see it, bro, like, he tried to talk down on Russell Wilson. Shit, Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl before. You know what I'm saying? You ain't the only one nigga that got a ring on your finger.
That is true.
Also, the way I see it is Wilson turned this season around for them. He's the whole reason they was even competitive to the point where they was talking about playoffs. And you gonna bench him. Why?
Yeah, because at this
point,
then
for who?
And then really on the cool at 7 and 8, you're not getting no good draft pick. You getting a mid first round. And honestly, I think they first round pick still going to the fucking Seahawks.
Possibly.
So what are you really doing here?
That's possible. And then you know what? They had traded some picks to the Saints to get Sean Payton. So like everything that they doing really doesn't make sense. And they talking about cutting Wilson at the end of the season.
So now you finna get dead cap money.
But even mentioning that, they don't even have a rookie quarterback that's even worth playing. They got Jarrett Stidham on the bench that's gonna replace Wilson.
Hey,
so
is that the dude that went to Auburn?
I don't know who that man is.
Well, look, Trey don't know who he is. You don't know what college he went to, and that right there is the whole point.
But I know he came from the Patriots. I know that, but I don't remember what college he went to. Damn.
I think he did go to Auburn,
this
though.
This is the year for the backups, and the backups can get a job in another place if they need.
Let me tell you something.
Definitely Broncos.
If I'm Russell Wilson, I wouldn't give two shits about benching me. Because guess what? You still got to pay me.
Look, I actually have a good topic. So, you was talking about the Falcons.
Yes.
They need a quarterback.
Russell Wilson is not the point they need.
Why not? Russell Wilson would fit in well. The only problem that I see right now is that Future probably wouldn't allow him to be in Atlanta.
Hey, believe it or not, you know where Russell Wilson would fit? And you might say I'm crazy. He would fit in Minnesota. He would fit in Pittsburgh. because those systems are more established for the type of
I can see
because he's more because now he's more of a pocket passer now.
You say I actually could see him in Pittsburgh colors. I can't see him in a Minnesota uniform though.
Like he's more of a pocket passer now. So I'll let him lose some shit. Like you don't see him running in Denver no more. Hell no. I'd rather him go back to Seattle and patch that shit up with
that might happen. That might actually happen. But then again, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the quarterback situation they got in Seattle.
Exactly. I don't
see
that's what I'm saying. It's no reason. But we know there's a problem in Minnesota. We know there's a problem in Pittsburgh.
Tennessee ain't getting a new quarterback. They like Will Levis.
They like that white boy.
Levis ass.
Well,
I don't know to say he ass.
Nah, the shit that he eats his ass. Who the hell puts fucking mayonnaise in coffee? I don't know what that shit is, but
well, look, talking about Will Levis, you know, we facing the Titans again for the second time this season. C.J. Stroud versus Levis. We finally get it. C.J. Stroud back on the field, fully healthy, no concussion, out of protocol. Texans at home, favored by 3.5. Do you think the Texans will blow the door off the Titans game this weekend, especially since C.J. Stroud is back out there? Like, how many points do you expect the Texans to really dump on the Titans? I think this game is going to look totally different from that other game just a couple weeks ago.
I say he's going to dump like maybe 4 or 5 touchdowns. I feel like C.J. Stroud going to come out swinging.
That's kind of tough. I feel like we'll probably still win this game. Blowing them out, I don't really think so. In a way, it's kind of hard to say exactly on that because I feel like the Titans gonna look at their last game and see what they really did bad. I don't even know they did bad on the run.
But look,
they had a good run game last time.
You're going to get some totally different quarterback. You're going to get somebody who's like barely clock manager. You said this yourself. The reason they barely won that game because of Case Keenum. Now you're going here with a quarterback who can actually spread the ball around, get the ball deep, make plays with his feet.
Well, that was my thing too. I wanted to see if Dalton Schultz, because Dalton Schultz, still got Dalton Schultz playing, and we got Nico Collins playing. There's a very big possible chance that we could put, I'd say, about 24 points.
24?
And he come out, he going 2 games. We going 2 games. He gonna probably get a little, first quarter gonna probably be a little rough. But once he get warmed up, take a few little knockdowns, I feel like he gonna be back on his game. But I see the game probably going 24-10.
24-10. That's a blowout, bro.
It's not really a blowout.
I'm gonna say 35-24.
I don't see that. Nah, I don't see that. I don't see.
I really see it.
I don't see it.
Putting up that many points against us.
No. The Texans are putting up the 35.
But I don't see Tennessee putting up 20. Only reason I said Tennessee got the 27th ranked offense, bro, points per game. They averaging 18 points a game. They ain't putting up 24. I mean,
but I feel like this. The only person that's gonna really keep them in the game is Derrick Henry.
If you want to say
that's the only person,
he didn't do nothing against the Texans.
The most I get him is 16 points. Titans. I get the most 16 points in that game. 1 touchdown. They kicking field goal after field goal, trying to stay close.
They don't. That's what
I will say this. They
don't kick a lot of field goals.
John Grenard is not healthy, and I don't know if we get Anderson this week. That could play a big role.
Oh, Will Anderson hurt?
Yeah, he's been hurt for what, 3 games now, with a high ankle sprain.
2.
Oh,
or shit. 2 games. So, with them 2 possibly being out, that could really, change how the game gonna look. Because
right there.
Will Levis like to run the ball, and we had a little hard time containing him in that game. But the thing that won us that game is that we controlled the clock by running, and I think we're gonna do the same thing. I think Singletary, and I think Pierce gonna get some touches in this game too this week. But the biggest thing that's gonna happen is play action, and Stroud's gonna be able to hit his receivers deep. Something that the other 2 quarterbacks we have sitting on the bench couldn't do.
The biggest thing by having Stroud back this week is not just that him hitting them deep, his awareness on the field, knowing where people's gonna be at, and knowing the system.
Yeah,
and that's what Keenum lacked. That he was in the system with them for the minute, but his thing was he didn't have the awareness. He was one dimensional when it came to a person. He threw the ball to Brown 8 times.
Yeah,
8 times. Nobody else really touched it like that. And Dalton Schultz raised his hand. I'm open. Keenum ain't looking for this man. The way
I see it, bro, is that, like you said, Stroud, he gonna have a bigger vision of the field. He gonna be able to hit more receivers. I think Noah Brown is actually gonna have a big game again in this game. Yeah, so I don't want to discredit the Titans defense. You know, they got a lot of ballers over there on the other side, especially on their D line. You know, they got some DBs as well. We had a lot of problems with the Titans defense a couple weeks ago. You know, and we got C.J. Stroud sitting behind that old line that has not really been playing well the last couple weeks. And him coming off that concussion protocol is very concerning. So I would like to see, you know, the Texans make that a focal point of how they're going to protect C.J. Stroud, but also how to get him out of the pocket so he don't get hit as much and he can stay upright so we can see C.J. Stroud through the playoffs.
True, but I feel like now the Texans can truly open up their playbook as well too, and that's gonna have to really carry them too. I feel like they need to start implementing more new plays leading up into the playoffs, because that's what's really gonna get you in. Because your last two games are the most crucial, and then right now, if y'all can finish like 10-7, you know you're gonna win the division with that.
Yeah,
because we go finish 9-8 again. The Colts game gonna be harder than this Tennessee game, but at the same time, you can't overlook the Titans because of the defense.
Oh, yeah, the Colts
but you know their offense gonna sputter, and you gotta capitalize every time they sputter. Y'all need to capitalize.
So with these next two games, I want to see what I've been saying the last two podcasts. Push the ball downfield. Stop with the sticking to the run first. Push the ball downfield, because that's where we strong at.
Well, I think they're going to stick to the run first in this game because it worked against the Titans a couple weeks ago. And they're going to see how they going to try to see if the Titans made good adjustments first to stop their run, but if not, then they're going to push it downfield.
I feel like
either way,
I feel like we know the Titans going to probably think that. Push the fucking ball downfield.
Well, look, I'm going to say
throw
this.
them off a little bit.
I'm going to say this, bro. I think the Titans going to be thrown off anyway because C.J. Stroud out there. Period.
Come on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a different. It's going to be a different. It's going to be a different kind of play call for C.J. Stroud versus Case Keenum.
We know that. We know that for a fact.
The Titans going to see a whole different kind of Texas
But what
team.
I'm saying is, just like how Cleveland did to us last week, they pushed the ball on us. First play, 60 yards, push the ball. They wasn't afraid with Joe Flacco. Push the ball.
No. Speaking, I feel like you got to have a quarterback, not only, like you said, though, if you know the system, regardless of who you plug in, they should be able to execute the system. And that's why Brock Purdy is so successful. And that's why I feel like no matter who they put into that system, they have a quarterback that can still execute those plays. Like, with C.J. Stroud, I feel like he knows the entire playbook. Davis Mills knows most of the playbook. Case Keenum just knows the game of football. And he just knows some of the system.
That's why he struggled with him. That's why last week they was doing that little short bullshit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
And that's why they ran a lot of the plays
This
too.
was not our game. We're not playing our game. That's why I said I feel like Mills should have been in that game more because he can push it downfield. Like that play with, was it Noah Brown that was wide open? And what? The ball was going too far this side. Now, it was still a receiver could have caught that and got to find the ball. No, that was Hutchinson. It was still a receiver he had to catch that ball. Yeah. He had to find it. But still, Davis Mills would have put it up there. He done it before.
I agree. But that's also why I had said I would like to see Mills start in the second half right away instead of 10 minutes in the fourth quarter.
Well, he probably was just trying to just see where they going.
But I can't close out the Texans talk without talking about your favorite receiver. You know what I'm saying? How he was just out there.
We was talking about that too.
Yeah, how he was just dropping balls and stuff like that. Man, that boy is done, bro.
No, he's
John Mechie is not done, bro.
John Mechie is done, bro.
He's not. There's still a whole rookie year for him. He's just trying to get back to the pace of the game.
It's not. It's still not a whole year for him. It's 2 games left in the season.
He hasn't even really had no real playing time.
The man didn't really.
They've been taking him in and out. In and out. I'm pretty sure when the offseason was going on and they was doing what they call it, OTAs, whatever. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they was easing him in, doing all that. He wasn't even getting as much as the rookie was getting.
Yeah. What
are you talking about, bro?
Look, both of y'all played bad.
Eric Berry Terry play on defense.
I don't hear all that, bro. Both of y'all play Madden. If y'all had a receiver on y'all team that y'all drafted, bro, and he was out for a season or whatever the case may be, he went out there, he dropped a ball wide open, he dropped a ball in the end zone. He would not be on y'all team, bro. You be like, man, I'm gonna cut this dude.
You just
I'm gonna go ahead and fix it.
Came from
man,
college,
I don't hear that, bro.
Had
I don't want to hear
cancer. Didn't play in the NFL. Now one snap in the NFL.
What cancer got to do with his hand?
Now he got.
What cancer got to do with his hand?
Now he's competing, bro. Now he's
What cancer got to do with his hands, bro?
He's competing with new receivers that just came in. He's probably his energy is probably not the same. He probably don't have the game feel. He got to ease into it. And the ball has been. It's been plays. The ball he has been thrown to. It was first down.
Corey, did he have hand cancer?
What?
Did he have hand cancer? Did he have bone cancer?
This session's closed. We already proved our point.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say.
Did he have vision cancer?
He did like
he dropped one.
He had
ball.
leukemia.
Bro. He dropped one ball. The man probably had it in the end zone.
He ain't dropped one ball, bro. He ain't dropped one ball.
Before Stroud got hurt.
I don't want you to give up on John Mitchell the same way Kansas City never gave up on Darius.
Look, before I'm not even gonna leave this episode without toasting my boy Petrie either, because he got benched. He got benched.
He did?
Yeah, he got benched. Look, see, he did. You ain't even notice he got benched because he wasn't doing shit. He ain't been doing shit all season. I love Petrie, but damn, come on, Petrie, bro.
Petrie actually has been a good factor for us still, regardless. He ain't got his interceptions like he did last year. He's
Petrie.
What y'all gonna do with Kareem Jackson? I see y'all picked him up off waivers.
I think they're gonna put him at. I think
he gonna be back. He gonna be a backup safety because Ward is out for the season.
He's a hitter.
What happened with that? What happened with Jimmy Ward? He got hurt?
I don't know. That boy been like that all year, bro.
Yeah, he been like off and on.
I'll be honest, bro. I think Jimmy Ward might be one of them players we don't bring back. Just because
maybe
he hasn't been consistent at all as far as health.
But I think y'all gonna finally make that trade for
he made plays though for us. When he was in, he kept it.
Only way Jimmy Ward coming back, bro, if it's on a cheap contract.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. You know who I feel like y'all gonna pick up next year? Because I feel like once they in the 49er system, then y'all pick them up from there. I feel like y'all gonna scoop up like Chase Young or something.
I don't want to get too far on that.
Nah, I don't think
on this Petrie. Petrie did good for us last year with 5 interceptions. He did good. Not his year for interceptions, and he only been beat a few times, like on top of the
system changed too though, so it might be different for him.
He's still been a good factor for us when he's been in the game.
Nah, I love Petrie.
You know, Lovely Smith love that bullshit ass cover. So remember, look at it like this: when y'all was doing cover 2 last year with Lovely Smith, who struggled in that? The rookie, Stingley struggled. Now that y'all got a different system, Stingley is thriving, and now Petrie's up because it's not meant for safeties. It's more efficient for corners. So safeties always gonna struggle. They just got to be in certain zones to actually make their hits. Now, yes, he did miss a couple of hits here and there. But you know, look, you can't make every tackle. Mm-hmm. It's damn near impossible.
Well, at least I'm glad. I'm gonna say on this note, I'm glad that Stingley is showing up this year. Petrie might not have his year, but we both see that we both made 2 good draft picks for defense.
But they gonna make improvements though. I feel like he gonna get him because realize too though. He can easily bring Petrie up and make him just, blitz.
And they have been doing that. They have been doing that, Petrie, making him blitz at times. And he's been
That's what I love about D'Amico Ryans. He gonna find your strengths in that system no matter what. Mm-hmm. Okay, look, you might not be good in zone, but hey, Stingley, I know you're good on man to man. Bam, that turned into interceptions. Petrie, I know you're not good out here. You know what I'm saying, man to man. But look, I can put you on this zone, on this blitzing scheme. Bam, that turn. He knows how to incorporate and make plays.
I'm gonna say this: when it comes draft time, the Texans gonna be looking for a safety, not to replace Petrie, but to add next to Petrie to go where Ward is at.
Yes. I want to go to tackle or linebacker.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying they're gonna be a top pick.
Y'all first 2 draft picks.
It's gonna be offensive lineman and defensive tackle. Or something on defensive line.
I'm cool with the offensive lineman. I want to either be offensive lineman, defensive tackle, or linebacker. That's my main.
Because y'all got to replace Kenyon Green at this point.
That's my main 3. I want either defensive
tackle, I'm telling you,
lineman.
like around 4th or 5th round, Texans gonna take a safety.
Yeah.
they're gonna take a safety.
I feel like I told him, which he don't agree on, but I agree on because I don't think the man been doing shit for us for real. He been getting a lot of penalties on him. I haven't really seen him been locking no damn tackles down the DNs. You know what I'm talking about, Larry Tunsil. I want us to trade that nigga. I want to trade that nigga, bro.
Hell no.
Get some picks for him,
bro.
He's a waste of money.
You trade Larry Tunsil.
But he's still protecting that man blind side.
Yeah, and then the thing is,
left tackle is the hardest.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you know how hard it is to find a left tackle? Look at the left tackles we done brought in behind Tunsil when he's not healthy, bro. And look at how the quarterbacks.
Why do you think Dwayne Brown still gets jobs, bro? Do you know how hard it is to fucking play left tackle?
If you really think about it, bro, it's been the same 3 or 4 left tackles in the league just circulating. Top tackles going to
think about it. You only got Trent Williams, Dwayne Brown, Larry Tunsil. What's that other one that left the Chiefs and he went to the Bengals? I think it's like Orlando something. Orlando Brown or some shit like that. It's him. Hey, bro, it's not that many.
It's not that many solid left tackles.
And then what's the one that played for the Cowboys and they ain't never left?
Oh yeah, Smith.
Yeah, Tyron Smith, bro. Left tackle,
bro. It's hard to come find,
bro.
Like you can replace the interior, but the left tackle position, it's hard, bro.
It ain't that the left tackle. What I'm saying is just like I feel like if we trade him, we get a better chance to get more picks. To make our
I'm not trading him.
Our team more better than
look. You got
really. But look, that's a position that you got to replace though.
But Trey, look, make it make sense.
And you got to develop him.
You got to make this make sense though. Right now, you got the franchise quarterback on your team. You already know where he's going to be and where he can go. From this point on forward, the Texans at this point, all they need to do while he's still on his rookie deal is put protection in front of him.
Yeah.
And getting rid of Tunsil is taking protection away. They need to figure out the other 4 positions. Well, I feel like Shaq Mason is a lock. But so the other 3 positions.
So, honestly, if Kenyon Green is hurt and he's recovering, he should be recovering right now. Like, all bullshit aside. They need to have his ass in the weight room.
Man, Kenyon Green
and they need to have him working on his footwork. His footwork is trash.
Hey, look, right now, today, we really feel bad because we could have took Kyle Hamilton.
No, because remember, the Ravens jumped up just so y'all couldn't. The Ravens jumped y'all because remember, he was on y'all draft board because y'all wasn't even thinking about Kenyon Green.
You're right.
The Ravens purposely jumped in front of y'all and took Kyle Hamilton to where y'all had no choice. We were like, you know what? Guess we can go with this right guard.
Yeah.
And he turned out to be a straight disaster from day one. Because that man Hey, look, I've seen this man get handled and get thrown into the quarterback for a sack. Like, bro, you 300 pounds. There is no way they should be lifting you up by your shoulder pads and throwing you into the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, that's just Davis Mills. Hey, if you ever go back and look at that video, he was pissed that game. Like, come on, bro. And like, sometimes he'll just stand there. He don't know how to move his hands. Like,
I seen the way he played. Like you said, it is the feet working his hands. He don't have it.
Like, and the crazy part is, like,
I want to know who the fuck looked at his
when you see him
film and thought,
nah, bro. Hey, I've seen him play at Atascocita when he was in high school, and I saw him play at Texas A&M. But at the same time, though, he was the biggest kid out there, so it was probably easier for him to dominate. When that boy got to the pros, though, and he became the smallest, that shit showed. Because I guess his ass thought he was just going to just come in there.
I don't even necessarily think he the smallest. He just the weakest.
Bro, and that don't make sense. Because I know he every bit of like 320-something pounds.
Yeah, he a big dude.
Bro, he should be in the weight room. Hey, but you know what? I'm big on this. And you might say I'm crazy for being like motherfuckers like Rashawn Slater. If you an offensive lineman and you can't hit 25 reps, you're not getting drafted by me, bro. If you hit anything less than 25 reps on the weights, we good, homie.
Yeah,
we good. Cause Rashawn Slater hit 39. That's he gonna slap a motherfucker around. He's slapping a motherfucker around.
Well, look,
Kenyon Green, 14. Womp womp.
I don't know.
If he only doing 4, I can do
That boy is 14.
I can do that.
Bro, you sure about that, bro?
Bro, the boy is
I can do close to
14.
that myself, and I ain't even that nigga size. That is crazy.
14, bro.
Man, I don't know, bro. But hey, let's transition out of this Texan talk, bro.
That's why that boy hurt. That's why that boy thought, if I would have known that, I would have drafted him either. 14?
Let's talk about the Rockets real quick. I really want to talk about the next 3 games. You know, tonight they play Philly, then they play Detroit, and then they play Brooklyn. Rockets are coming off a 2-game losing streak.
We don't get 2 out of 3 out of
Indiana and Phoenix. A heartbreaking loss to Indiana. We allowed Halliburton to put up 33 on us.
Well, I betted him that game, but they may not to score no points, just assists, and he fucking lost that shit.
Hey, let me tell you something. Halliburton is slowly coming to his own, so I can't even be mad at that. But the fact is, we beat Dallas with Luka.
No, Luka didn't play in that game.
Oh, he didn't play in the game?
Yeah.
Well, everybody in New Orleans played. Hey, and I feel like the only reason why we got bailed out in that game because our defense was looking sloppy on the transitional end. Zion lost that shoot.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Like, I feel like that's the problem with the Rockets right now is that their defense hasn't been consistent.
Talked about that last time.
You know,
defense.
like,
But Ndoku, he's a defensive-minded coach, and I don't understand like what. It's so hard for him to like transition.
It's not him, bro. It's the players, bro. It's the players. And then,
do so much.
I ain't gonna lie though. I know Jalen Green is a liability on defense. I've already established
He is,
that.
bro.
And I'm not taking nothing away from his game.
Nah,
offensive
bro.
wise, like I feel like he could be a better shooter.
Man,
But
Jalen Green has been horrible, bro.
Jabari Smith,
He's picking
I
up.
feel like
He's picking up.
He picked up last
his
game.
defense is improving, but he needs to be a better box out. He needs to learn how to box out better when it
Right
comes to
now, averaging
rebounds.
almost 9 rebounds a game
No,
now.
Jabari is
picking
really
up on that.
Jabari is really turning his season around. He's going in the right direction. He, headed up towards Mount Everest at the tippity top. But Jalen Green, I don't know where he's at on the mountain right now because it seems like he's on a plateau. Okay, he's on a plateau.
You got him on that Trey block plateau. The way you talking,
Man,
I wouldn't mind it.
oh man,
I wouldn't mind it.
bro. I mean, to me, Green should be doing what Halliburton is doing right now. He should be an all-out scorer. If anything, if anything that he should be liable for is scoring, and we can't even depend on him to do that. He can't shoot the 3 consistently. He doesn't do anything from the defensive standpoint. He doesn't average a steal. He doesn't average a block. Hell, he get a couple assists a game. What use is Jalen
They've
Green?
never been known for 5 assists at all.
But-
Even last year, I used to see this man's stats. I'm like, all he averaging is 3 or 4 assists. Like, supposed to be a guard. Why are you not assisting?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like with this, and this might sound crazy for you, I feel like we didn't draft Amen Thompson to replace Kevin Porter Jr. or Fred VanVleet. I honestly felt like they're developing him in the G League to replace Jalen Green. And the reason why I say that is Amen Thompson is a scorer, just like Jalen Green. But Amen Thompson actually can get other people involved as far as like play. Jalen Green just go out there and just
He just do what
he
he wants.
just do the fuck. He just shoot shit.
Look,
Hey, and honestly, we need more Cam Whitmore.
Cam Whitmore is really Jalen Green's replacement.
You know, we need a whole bunch of other shit, man.
Bro, but look, that Phoenix game was the first game in a long time that Jalen Green actually did anything, you know what I'm saying, above his average or even got to his average as far as scoring for the season. And that also goes with saying that Cam Whitmore got 18 minutes in that game. Finally, the Rockets have realized that he's going to be the truth. All right? He's going to be the truth, bro. This dude had 18 minutes, 12 points. He did other things. Block. He had a block. He had a rebound. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But I also seen Cam Whitmore get on the glass and do a whole bunch of other stuff before as well in smaller spurts of minutes. Amen Thompson, he came out 17 minutes. I'll be honest, Thompson, I have not been impressed with him at all so far. I know he's been I know he's been hurt and stuff like that. He was amazing in summer league, but I haven't seen anything from him to really make me be happy that they selected him with that high of a pick.
We got the wrong twin. But look at that right there. Let's look at this stat right here. Jalen Green. Why is he shooting 12 threes? Why?
He's not known for shooting like that. I'm saying.
Like,
it looks good because he shoot good for it was 50%.
I'm gonna tell you what.
He don't shoot 50% from the three. Nigga, like a 32%, 28%.
Yeah, he did good that night, but it didn't. It's not gonna translate to a win.
I didn't say he did good. He was he was negative 17. He didn't do good.
No. What we're saying is that's too many 3-point shots, and Udoka need to talk to him about that shit. That's ridiculous.
Well, I think
because he's not really involved in the offense at all, bro.
I think the Rockets. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't really feel like Udoka really has good plays for Green, like good sets for him. And a lot of the things that they do is more or less just getting Green going, trying to get him to be aggressive. And I think a lot of that happens, to basically conclude in him having a lot of bad shots and shooting bad percentages.
I'd say right now, to be honest, I'd see him be doing as decent as they are without Sagoon and Jabari Smith, to be honest.
Oh.
Do you lose those two?
Sagoon's saving us now, bro.
Right, exactly.
Oh no, Sengun is on route to being an all-star.
That man is putting up 20 points almost a game.
That man, he actually deserves to be an all-star.
So, with how the Rockets playing,
he should learn how to shoot his three. I'm sorry, if he can learn how to shoot his three more better, maybe something to reckon with.
Yeah. I think he shoots the three pretty well. I just think he passed up a lot of shots too.
Yeah,
he a little timid sometimes.
But I like the fact that he's passing up to try to get his teammates involved. But sometimes when it's too open, just take that shit.
Yeah,
he
does that a lot. Like he'll be open and he'll pass the ball.
Be like he gonna pass it. I'm like, man, fuck that.
But then again, it's also times where he needs to pass the ball and he doesn't. So he got to find a balance in that. But looking at the next three games, Philly, Detroit, and Brooklyn.
So
we already know what Philly.
That's gonna be tough because Embiid on another page right now.
It's not even Embiid too. It's really Tyrese Maxey. That man.
Yeah, and guess what? That's the person Jalen Green holding. So
he is.
So that means. So what they gonna do? They gonna probably try to switch off, put Van Vliet on him, and then whoever steps up.
I'll tell you what's gonna happen. They gonna put Tari Eason in. Tari Eason gonna hold Maxey.
Okay.
And then I don't know if Dylan Brooks is gonna play because you forgot about him. Dylan Brooks got to hold somebody. He ain't gonna hold Joel Embiid. I
think they're gonna run more of a zone on Philly when it comes to Embiid and have more like a man-to-man thing.
Yeah. If Dylan Brooks playing them, that's all our defense right there.
I'm gonna be honest. Rockets gonna lose this game because we don't really have no interior defense, and
at all.
Sengun is very lacking in that.
I see Sengun going on Embiid, and I see Sengun getting about 16, 18 points this game. I don't see him getting 20.
Sengun getting 20.
I don't really see it. Not against Embiid. Embiid gonna take that pain away.
Nah.
I don't see it.
Sengun out there to make a statement. He getting 20 tonight.
I don't see it.
Let's go Sengun.
We seen him put the numbers up again. Phoenix don't have really
hold on. Hopefully he won't get that 20 points in garbage minutes when we already down by.
Exactly. That's what I'm not counting. That's what I'm not counting.
Embiid finna tear that ass up in that.
Oh no, he gonna tear us up. I think he gonna get in garbage.
That's exactly what I was saying. That's my mind. I'm like, I don't see him doing garbage time.
I want you to be now. If he got 20 points. While it beat in the game, the game close, and we lose like that, I'm cool.
Exactly.
Because that's a learning experience, for next time. Detroit, we actually gonna win that. Brooklyn,
we actually, Rockets should
dominate. Better win that.
Bro, look, Rockets should dominate Detroit.
We better win.
Detroit is on a 28 game losing streak.
I don't know how.
I think that's a record, right?
Yes,
that's horrible.
I don't know how to do that, bro.
You say we got the wrong twin. Well. Did we get the wrong twin, or is either one of them the right twin at this point?
Because if you're losing 20, somebody
ain't making no difference. Cunningham
did good the last game. He dropped 40 the other game.
Look like we got the wrong pick too, as far as that. But we didn't get a shot at Cunningham. But he had 31, 41, 43, 28.
We see the scores and the numbers, but what's the percentage?
I don't know what the percentage is,
percentage?
but you know the one big thing about all these points he putting up,
he lead
that's
the team
garbage.
every night.
Them garbage minutes, bro. Them
Exactly.
garbage
That's
minutes.
why-
Garbage
hey,
points.
You know how you know it's garbage minutes? Look at that. James Wiseman had a double one game against Philadelphia. That shit don't count.
That's
Because
like
everybody
how
know
we always
James
talk
Wiseman
about
is a bust.
Westbrook.
But look though, you got Ivy, you
Putting
got
up
Trey,
triple-doubles.
you got Marvin Bagley Jr., you got James Wiseman, you got Bogdanovich, and
Hey.
y'all done lost 28?
Do you think that maybe just Detroit is just too young? You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of young players, bro. I mean, Rockets do too, but
Bro.
Detroit don't have no veteran really on their team.
They got Bogdanovich. That's the veteran.
He ain't no difference maker. He ain't no leader.
He's still a veteran though.
He ain't Van Vliet or nothing like that. Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, that's why I'm. Hey, believe it or not,
then look,
thought
you
this
also-
was gonna be a bad pickup. Hey, but it's actually
Hey, that money paying off right now.
that money paying off
Hey,
for real.
and then you think about we got Jeff Green.
Yeah,
We got Jason Tate. Like we got
that's
some
a leader. That's a leader in the locker
we got
room
some
right there.
we got some veterans on the Rockets team. And Detroit, honestly, bro, I can't really think of no veterans. You said Bogdanovich, but that's it.
Yeah, Marvin Bagley, he old enough to know better, but he ain't doing shit.
So, I mean, at that point, bro, I think the Rockets gonna. Oh, we know the Rockets should beat the Pistons, and then we're gonna face Brooklyn. And
We should beat them too.
Beat them.
We should beat them.
Beat them.
Hey, the only teams that I can see us not be able to hold up against. Now that next game in Minnesota, that shit. I don't know why that game $10 because Minnesota good as fuck.
But I think the Rockets got a shot in it. If the Rockets had a shot against Milwaukee, because they did watching that game, they had a shot to beat Milwaukee. Only player that really was the X factor for them, bro, was
David Lillard.
not even Damian Lillard.
Nah, it was Chris Middleton.
It was Chris Middleton.
It was Chris Middleton.
It was
because
Middleton.
what he'll do, he'll come off a screen and just bury that bitch, and you be like, damn.
Like, even though Lillard put up all them points, Middleton was really the
Middleton
issue.
was coming through hitting them crucial daggers at the end.
And us facing them again, I expect, Udoka to make some changes. And every dog has his day. And I don't think he's going to have his day again like that. So, I think the Rockets got a chance, bro. In these next 5 games, Minnesota, Milwaukee, being the last 2 on, being at home on this stand before they go on a long road trip. I feel like the Rockets should at least get 3 of these games, bro.
Yeah.
From Philly, Detroit, Brooklyn, Minnesota, and Milwaukee. There's a chance that the Rockets.
Yeah, we can get 3.
Yeah.
One team, like we know for a fact, I feel like Detroit and Brooklyn should be 2 games we should do good in. Now, out of those, one of those surprise teams,
I feel like we can get that win against Minnesota.
I feel like we're gonna take it.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, whatever the Rockets do, like at this point in the season, leading up to the All-Star break, they need to start figuring out ways to win some of them games that's not, that we don't expect them to win.
Hell
Because
yeah.
that's the problem with this team right now. They could have, I think the Rockets could be possibly I would say 17 and 12 or something right now. If they just figured out a way to win some of them games that they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? And right now, that's the problem with the Rockets. But that also go by us saying that Jalen Green needs to step up. Because a lot of them games that we're losing, it's because he's sucking up the minutes, bro, and he's not doing anything. Putting up 5 points, putting up 10 points.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what his true problem is, and I see a lot of Carmelo Anthony in him. Number one, he's only good in isolation plays. He's not good off ball screens, and he's not a consistent shooter at all. At least Carmelo was a consistent shooter.
Jalen Green ain't nothing consistent.
Like,
If inconsistent was a person, it would be Jalen Green.
shit, if you give him an opportunity to drive to the basket, that's his only way to be inconsistent. But they shut the paint down on him.
Yeah, they closed it out. And maybe they should run more pick and roll from him and Sengun.
Yeah, but the son of a bitch can't pass.
Bro, shit, he can't even handle the ball, bro. You know how many turnovers he get going into the paint?
Hey.
I done seen Jalen Green needs to go to some kind of camp where they teach him how to dribble again, bro.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Looking back at that draft right now, you know who the Rockets really should have took? at the second pick overall,
Muhammad.
we should have took fucking Scotty Barnes, bro.
Or whatever. You don't think they should have took dude that went to Cleveland?
Oh, Darius.
No. What's his name, bro? Remember the tall dude, 7 foot, skinny dude.
Oh,
Mobley. I called him Muhammad. Yeah, Mobley.
He didn't want to play here though.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would have stopped Segun development.
Yeah.
We need because at the time when we took Jalen Green, we needed somebody in the backcourt.
Yeah.
The front court was never the issue. We always had. Cause remember, we had Christian Wood at that time. We had all of that shit in the front court.
How about we add this dude to the front court, Dwight Howard? You know what I'm saying? He said that he want to play for the Pistons. You know, Pistons on the 28 game lose streak.
Only because he know the Pistons is desperate.
Yeah,
I mean,
he ain't stupid, and he know he get paid for this.
You think Dwight Howard can help the Pistons?
Fuck no.
I mean,
Fuck no.
Do you think
he couldn't even help that team in Taiwan?
you think he can do any better than Andre Drummond?
Andre Drummond doing good for the Bulls right now. He just had 20 points and 25 rebounds. He can do better than Marvin Bagley. He can do better than James Wiseman. Yeah.
You think Dwight Howard can?
Yeah.
I think we need Wiseman. The Rockets need him, bro.
Bro, what we need to do is try to figure out how we can get Clint Capella back.
Well, that would be a nice addition too. Well,
the only thing is, he ain't gonna want to come off the bench. At least Dwight Howard to come off the bench. Yeah, because he's not starting over Segun. You can
Dwight Howard ain't starting on nobody team right now. Okay?
He can come off the bench. And he can do just like Mutombo. Come off the bench, wag his little finger a little bit, and go sit his ass right back down.
I think the Rockets, our problem is one of the last thing is, like I said, we said the defense, but nobody has size on our team for real. Nobody has size.
We don't have no interior defense. I'm telling you.
So let me ask you this. If you had a chance, would you draft some more size? Or would you just trade for a superstar to get the size that you need?
I'm trading. I'm trading at this point. I feel like
you still got to develop, still got to put the muscle on, and all that. Probably got to work on your game.
So at this point, are you giving up because we got 1,000 draft picks?
Green. That's easy. And
hey, I'm
probably give up a second and third round pick for a star player.
But you know what's crazy? I'm not even gonna bullshit you. For the previous 2 years, I always thought KPJ was the issue. Now that KPJ is,
I'll be honest, bro. At this point, right now,
I feel like KPJ was a better solution to scoring wise than Jalen Green is.
He is. At this point of the season, right now, we really miss KPJ. We really need him to come off the bench right now for the Rockets because a lot of times that's the problem with the Rockets. They bench don't produce. But I would say this. Even if we had got a scorer, bro, right now, looking at how the Rockets been playing, if we went and got Zach LaVine or somebody, it still wouldn't really help the Rockets because the defense is inconsistent. That's the part that needs to be on par so the Rockets can start winning.
Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine. At least you know you're getting a solid ass 25 a night.
Give me Anthony Edwards.
You going too far, bro. He ain't on the market, bro.
Hey, look, everybody on the market can actually help us because Donovan Mitchell is on the market. Zach LaVine is on the market.
That's the player that
he said they too small.
Too small.
Bro.
It's time to guard when it's time playoffs and we going against the bigger players, bigger teams.
Nah, hold up. You saying
Donovan Mitchell would actually help you, bro.
Donovan Mitchell, I would trade for him in a heartbeat. I would trade Jalen Green and some picks right now. Looking at where we at right now. At first, I was like, I don't know. But now, Donovan Mitchell, heartbeat. And plus, I'm a big fan of Mitchell. But I think that boy, the truth, bro, he just ain't been in the right market to really get the exposure that he deserves.
Hey, I'd have to agree with Donovan Mitchell. Hey, let me see. Who else is out there? Because at this point, we don't need Lonzo. Because we got Van Vliet.
Nah, Lonzo can't help.
No, not Lonzo. The other one, the light skinned one in Charlotte. LaMelo on the trade block.
Oh, really? He's injury prone though.
Yeah, he is.
That's the only thing. And then what's the other dude that's in Siakam on the trade block?
We can use Siakam. interior defense.
I take Siakam.
And then you know.
What about Sagoon?
No, Sagoon's still gonna start. You put Siakam in his natural position at power forward,
Only thing-
and have Jabari Smith come off the bench. That's solid.
And Jabari Smith come off the bench.
I was about to say
I keep him in.
Yeah, I'm keeping
I keep
Jabari in.
Sagoon in, Siakam, keep Jabari, keep
Hey.
Pete, and give us another shooter.
Oh, so what, you gonna put Dylan Brooks at the 2 guard or something?
Dylan Brooks come off the bench.
Okay.
Dylan Brooks come off the bench.
Ooh, that's
Dylan Brooks come off the bench.
because see now you running just straight up bigs. But that actually, let me tell you who that's. Believe it or not, that lineup right there is a good lineup because Jabari Smith is actually better at small forward than he ever would be at power forward. Because he ain't got to sit in there and bang, and he can shoot the 3.
He a better pull-up shooter too.
Hey, that's actually, and then Dylan Brooks is good at 2 guard anyway because he can hold motherfuckers like, you know, he can switch over to hold LeBron.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. I just don't see Dylan Brooks coming off the bench.
Yeah, he not for $80 million.
No, it's not. He do too much for the Rockets, bro. Like he like a rich PJ Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Consistent shooter, great defender.
Yeah, because think about this starting lineup. You got Van Vliet, Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith, then you got Siakam, then you got Sagoon. That's a cold ass lineup right there.
Cause you still
It's defense. That's a defense right there.
and you still got 2 people that can facilitate. Plus you got Jabari that can shoot the 3.
Yeah.
And you got Dylan that can shoot the 3. I'm not putting him.
You get Fred VanVleet come out them pick and rolls and them screens.
Yeah, that's
And then
Get them open.
hey, look, and then the way I see it anyway is to get Siakam, we was probably trading away Jalen Green anyway. So,
yeah.
boom.
That's how you lose.
That was the problem anyway.
And that's how. And they just want somebody that's gonna fill up their seats anyway. We need somebody who gonna have fundamental basketball and play defense and make smart decisions with the basketball. So y'all can fit that category.
I take Siakam.
Yeah. All right. So transitioning from basketball and NBA talk, let's talk about Yo Amato getting his 12-year contract worth $325 million, bro. How do you feel about that? The Dodgers getting another great pitcher plus Glasnow, and they got Ohtani. So with them 3 plus Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman and everybody else they got on this Dodgers team, do you think the Dodgers are really poised to go win it all this year?
Hell yeah. That whole team alone is probably worth like what, $2 billion just in player assets.
That's really true.
They are pretty like the Yankees and the Dodgers spend the most money every season. And then what did the Dodgers do? I mean, not the Yankees. The Yankees went out there and traded for Juan Soto. Mm-hmm. Another $300 million man. Now they got Stanton, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Garrett Cole. All 4 of them make $300 million plus.
Yeah.
That's insane. And the crazy part is they do all this and these teams don't really win. So is baseball really based on bullpen or is it based on money?
Well, the Dodgers probably the first ones to actually put together a bullpen. Well, we know Ohtani is not pitching; he's just DHing this year. So I feel like it's a waste of money. But we don't really, because you don't know what he's gonna be like when he come back. Fully.
That man just had normal Tommy John surgery. He's still gonna be a killer.
We'll see. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see about that. The Mets spent a lot of money last year too. You know, they made big splashes
and they broke up all of that shit in the middle of the season.
Yeah, so everybody's gonna be really glued to the TV watching what the Dodgers do. So my question is, will the Dodgers go all the way? And honestly, I'm gonna be a hater and I'm gonna say I don't think so.
I don't really know because I'm trying to figure out how they gonna. You know, I know they're not worried about the taxes because the Dodgers got the money, the Yankees got the money, but I feel like honestly, teams like the Astros, they farming system always gonna keep them relevant. Then because think about it, the Padres just spent all that money 2 years ago. They didn't have nothing happen for them. Mm-hmm. Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. You know what, bro? I'm gonna be honest, man. Every time I see something like this $325 million deal, going to the Dodgers or the Yankees,
I feel like they can pay you the cost of money.
I really just be disappointed in the Astros because I don't never see the Astros name pop up.
But I feel like they don't need to though.
I mean, and if you look at the roster, yeah, they really don't. You know, and then also they finna have to probably spend about $300 million and pay Bregman. Because
Hell no. I ain't getting Bregman no $300 million.
Bro, Bregman getting $300 million, bro.
No.
That's the going rate right now.
No. Well, maybe next time, bro. Because if that was the case, we would have kept Correa then.
Yeah, but look,
they didn't even want to give that man $200 million.
Look, but the way I see it's like the Astros is going to have to pay somebody. They didn't pay Correa. They didn't pay
Springer.
Yeah, they didn't pay Springer. And Bregman is still fairly young, and he's actually part of that nucleus.
I'm gonna tell you, the only people I can actually see on that roster getting $300 million is Pena or Alvarez.
Well, Alvarez paid up already,
but he only got $125 million.
Well, he paid up.
Like
Pena ain't getting no $300 million.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Not the way
the Astros don't believe in them 10-year contract. That's why
that's true. Shit. That's true. But they could at least hand out a solid $5.
That's it. They gon' use it to be using and talk shit. They know because they farming system is second to none. If you ever notice when the Astros make trades, they don't never want a single player we got. They want something out the pipeline.
Yeah.
They only want prospects from us because they already know we have one of the best prospects when it's going down into Venezuela, Colombia, Dominican Republic. We got all of that shit.
Yeah.
On lock.
Yeah. Yeah, the Astros, man, they definitely got the pipeline farm system down. Hopefully they got the right players out there because we're gonna need some pitching.
Man, I don't know. That's one thing we struggle on in the pipeline. But I feel like we draft more pitchers than never.
But supposedly they supposed to have a couple top pitchers, prospects that haven't played yet on the MLB level that's ready to go. So
we'll see.
We're gonna see. Also,
I know Verlander is done.
Speaking of all that money the Dodgers spent, they got to make their money back in beer, 99 cents per ounce for a 16-ounce can of beer.
I'm not buying a $16 beer.
Or draft beer. For every ounce you pay $1, my boy.
And you already know with draft beer, that shit got so much air and water in there, bro. It's not even the same.
Well, they finna be selling a lot of air and water for about $1 in Los Angeles.
Shit. Well, I guess I'm gonna be drinking water out that bitch then.
Yup.
I'm not doing that.
And then let's change the subject again. Let's touch on your boy Deontay Wilder, man. Him and Anthony Joshua had this mega fight planned and stuff over there in London. If Deontay Wilder had won the fight, he would have had his shot at Anthony Joshua. Everybody had been just
look at him. Look how he getting worse. Look how he getting worse, bro. Like, come on. That is not Deontay Wilder no more, bro. The man is a shit. Hey, them Gypsy King losses really took him like all the way out of boxing, bro.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Looked like he lost a lot of weight.
But that's the main problem I have with him.
Do you think
when he boxed in this fight, he was 220. The dude across from him 260. Why do you keep going into these fights like that? Because when he fought Tyson Fury 275, he's still 210, 220, 225. I think the heaviest he got for their last fight was 230, and he was looking sluggish. So I'm like,
sluggish ain't the word.
So I'm like, honestly, I know this might sound real messed up for me to say. I think he needs to fight like light heavyweight. Because heavyweight is not for him. Because I understand, it's bad enough you already a brawler and you going against people who already just pick that shit apart. And then once they start picking that shit apart, they start whooping your ass with the same tactics that you use. Like, what?
Hey, I mean, we looking at the numbers, Wilder threw 204 punches. He only landed 39, bro. So that go to show that only 19% of his punches was landed. And then Parker, he threw 255. He landed 89 punches.
Look at the power, though. Look at power thrown.
Parker threw 60.
Look at power landed. The man landed 60 power shots.
Man.
He out of line. Deontay Wilder just, I don't know, man. I think I feel like he's become more of like a speed boxer now. And it's just like...
Well, the problem is he's not even a boxer.
Yeah, he out there trying to Kimbo slice it. He can't do that no more, bro.
He ain't got it.
That's why I know he can't beat Anthony Joshua. Look at this.
Now, Joshua is a boxer. Joshua...
That's what I'm saying.
He got great technique, you know, and I think Joshua would have picked Wilder apart. Especially just looking at how, you know, comparing the two, how they fight. Only way Wilder really would have made a difference in a fight against Joshua is if he really had his power in that right hand. Still, it looked like that just diminished too. So
hey, you know what Wilder's next fight is? That boy finna fight one of the what's his name? The one that always be having them little bullshit ass promotional fights that be trash. The white boy. Jake.
Oh, you talking about them Logan brothers, whatever?
Yeah, that boy finna fight. That boy finna fight Jake Logan. That's his next fight, bro.
Man, he better not, bro.
Bro, he washed like that.
You talking about Wilder, right?
Yeah. Wilder washed, bro.
He should better beat him. He should be able to. Because
honestly, he not even on the same level as what's his name? Francis Ngannou.
Oh nah.
He can't. I don't even think he can beat him.
And you know he wanted to fight him, but after we seen how he got picked apart against Parker,
we throwing him to the wolves at that point.
Yeah,
that African gonna beat the shit out of him.
So at this point, we're looking forward to Francis Ngannou versus Anthony Joshua, and Anthony Joshua versus the Gypsy King, and vice versa.
Nah, right now I hate to say it, bro, and I really actually hate saying this, like. I don't know what it is about Tyson Fury, bro, but for some odd reason, he always get a pass in all of his fights. In the first Deontay Wilder fight, he lost that fight.
I don't think Tyson Fury is a good fighter as most people think he is.
He's not. He lost that fight. That man was on the ground for the 10 count, and he just sat up like the Undertaker, right at like 9.5. Now all of a sudden he good. And then that fight against Francis, he knocked him down. Like several times, and he still won the fight by decision. Like who was out here calling the fight? Stevie Wonder? Because there's no way in hell he can get knocked down, barely lose a point, but you win it by unanimous decision. All right, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. What fight was you looking at? I could have sworn when you get knocked down, bro, you lose 2 points.
And not only that, he still got to stand up. And you know what I'm saying, and be clear, like
yeah,
you can't just lift up at 9.5 and be like, oh, I'm good. You got to count to 10 on that boy, because if he ain't up off the ground and standing back in his stance, you know, ready to go, it ain't fair.
You know, if we sitting here paying these hundreds of dollars for these pay-per-view boxing matches and we get disappointed every time, Ryan Garcia, I'm talking to you. What's the other dude that fought Bud this year? Errol Spence, I'm talking to you, bro. And you a good fighter, Spence. I don't even know why you signed up for that rematch. I just don't know.
I'm ready to see Bud fight somebody else now.
Deontay Wilder. I'm seriously talking to you. And I mean this. You know, I know this is going to travel back to you, and I want you to understand where I'm coming from. It's nothing but a place of love and respect. You might be right. It's time to hang it up. You've had 47 fights in your pro career. Your brawling style has got you so far. Your last couple of fights have got you in the ring with real boxers, and they beat your ass.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up like this. I think there's something wrong with that boy head, and he might have CTE. And
no, don't say that. I hope not.
And
I hope
I think that's why, you know, he's been getting his ass beat like that.
But even in that last fight against Parker, he wasn't even defending himself.
That's my point.
Did you see that shit?
That's my point.
He stood there and just let him get hit.
Think about it. Look, think about it like this. Who was the last great fighter that got to the point in their career where they were just standing there just taking a beating to the head?
Shit, I hope
Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali.
Well, he wasn't dodging like he used to, but he wasn't sitting there just getting his ass just beat in the head.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well,
even Joe Louis knew the move. Hell, Mike Tyson knew, like, shit, hold on. This shit ain't working.
You know, sometimes, bro, you think you're moving, but you ain't. And he was just moving.
I guess Wilder really thought he was moving because you saw the clip. Parker was literally just hitting it with haymakers, and he's standing there like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? You know what's happening. The nigga's hitting you. Hit back.
Well, hey, people, we're going to wrap it up like that.
Hit him back.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, Trey and Corey, for hopping on the podcast.
Trey, always a pleasure, baby.
Gotta be again next
D
time.
Raww, always a pleasure.
Sure.
You know, we gonna always chop it up, baby.
Hey, people, don't forget to like, subscribe, share to all your friends and people, you know, that love sports. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Oh, yeah. Happy New Year. Next episode will be in 2024.